I'm Ryan Matthews. I own MyGuy Plumbing out of Toms River, New Jersey. I've been in business for a little over 5 years now. We've been doing residential service strictly. I do light remodels, things like that. We have about 7 trucks now and 855 star reviews. Some people say it's not real, but they can go on and find a couple of them that aren't. But we've been killing it for the past couple of years, and I wanted to bring it to the next level. So I decided to come to sales training and get my guys out here and have them kind of hear something different than what I've been taught. And that's what was brought today, a different experience. What really resonated with me was it came out and they changed the content that I was so used to doing all the time, and they explained stuff a little bit differently, and it really made sense. You know, it was the rapport part that he was talking about, and I've always trained to go in and find something that we had in common. And it kind of was fake trust, and I didn't notice that until it was mentioned to us. There's a lot of stuff that he did with changing the words and really taking your time to listen. And when he went out of his way to actually talk to the guys about their personal goals and their personal lives, that was fantastic, because I try to do that with the guys. Sometimes they don't listen, and I'm hoping they'll take something back from this. And if it doesn't, if it improves their lives, then I believe it was worth it. Well, I had a phone call today. I had a phone call today from one of our clients, and she was a little upset about the price. And it was odd because it was a pre-sold job. And then right before we're about to go, we bought all the material, we're heading there, and I get a price complaint. And typically, I probably would have lowered my price to get the job. But I just sat through 3 days of Doug telling me I shouldn't be discounting. We should value our services. And so I did exactly what he showed me, and I listened empathetically, and I took time, and I let her talk, and I listened to everything she said. And by the time we were done, I ended up just changing the terms for her. And what I realized is, yeah, she couldn't afford it all at once, but she could afford it later. And she wanted our service. She really wanted it. So I just had to find a different solution, and I did that with the training that I got today. So I've been to multiple trainings. I mean, I've been doing this now 20 years. Half my life as a service plumber. I've been to all kinds of stuff all over. And what Synergy brought was, number one, it was way more intense. The content was 10 times more than I've ever gotten. And it was just fantastic. And his energy, Doug's energy, was through the roof. And he kept everybody engaged. And I could pay attention to my guys and see how engaged they were and how much they enjoyed it. And to see them engaged, I know I've gone to a lot of trainings. You go to trainings and you go home and that's it. It's over. You were there. You made it. Took one nugget. I know there's at least 2 of my guys right now that are going to go back and they're going to kill it. They're going to slay. And I'm excited for them. I'll tell you what, if you're a business owner and you're on the fence, give them a shot. You know, show up one time, just one time. I'm pretty much sold. I'm ready to move to the next level. I'm excited for this leadership course. I'm excited for the CSR course. And I think you should just give it a shot. You know, you really don't have anything to lose. I think the number one thing my guys took away from here is learning how to listen. And I always tell them to try to listen to the customer. I tell them to take their time and listen. But the way you answer is way more important than how you're listening. And that's kind of what they taught us here. I was so anxious to come here. I was anticipated. I told my guys for 4 months that this was going to be different. I said, this is not the same training. This is gonna be different. I watched your videos. I was sold from then, you know, and I was right. I was right, and they admitted it, you know, because a lot of times I brought them to these meetings, it's like, oh yeah, that was cool, that was great. But when we got back to the room the first night, we did this. We role played. We got through it, and they talked about it the entire night. You know, we're all hanging out, and all we're doing is talking about this training that we're at, and we did that for 3 days. So I think it's an awesome class.